compare the banks and workers who've worked like myself for 30 years as equivalents, and you know the bank's going to get going to be treated fairly, and we're going to be treated fairly. What do you mean fairly? Everybody's going to get 10 cents on the dollar? You know, where am I going to get a job? I'm 66. I got a bad back. Had operations on it. My heart's going bad, and you know, where am I supposed to get a job? I gave my whole life to this city, and now they're just going to treat me like a dirty rag. It's like I said, it's morally reprehensible, and it's also not the kind of thing that they can maintain forever in this society, because this society will not take it forever. It may take it for a little while, like shock and all, but in the end, we'll have to rebel. We don't have any choice but to rebel, and the unions cannot continue to just stay in court and stay out of the streets. If we don't strike, we will not win.
That's right.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time.
Let's check the media out.
My phone is dying. I'm trying to get the best of the best. Spray a couple of shots outside. Spray a couple of shots. Mr. Weber. Hey.
We're all scrambling.
There better not have been any other viable option.
What's your name?
Keith Johnson, president of the Detroit Federation of Teachers.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
You're welcome.
Some clothes. Is the fact that the judge did not listen to the will of the people, and that he ruled that the governor signing the public act to enlist emergency manager for the city and ignore the will of the people, and to do it in a way that the referendum would not come forth from the people, and to squelch the voice of the people is so egregious. That was most damaging. The most damaging part of what I heard today is that the people have no voice, and that we do not have the ability to rule ourselves. And that is so disappointing, to know that we can vote and have our vote usurped and trampled upon. That's not democracy. So we do not have democracy, and that was my biggest disappointment in Judge Rhodes. I thought that he would be considerate of the people's voice, and he was not. We are not protected, and if this is happening in Detroit, what does it mean in terms of the United States of America? We're no different. It's not a democracy when that kind of thing happens. And that's the disappointment that I have today. And I know Rosa Parks is looking down on this with teary eyes, that democracy and the vote has been usurped. And we have not been able to do this. So we now have to know what we have to do. We cannot allow Snyder's apartheid to prevail. We have to make a difference, and we have to bring about change. The people will have to push back against this. We will have to resist the desecration of democracy in Detroit.
It's your man, MrSan44Man, downtown.
He said that the charitable